Hello there everyone and welcome back to DML. So, we have a new event on for the legendary Lantern Dragon. So, we don't get many events where legendaries are on the table, so this is actually pretty interesting. So this is the Rising High event in the limited time events section, and apparently this is lasting 3.5 days just over, with the first prize being for the Lantern Dragon. And you know, I use a Lantern Dragon in my own team. Very good legendary base attack of 78. He's an incredibly good dragon. So for anyone that's never picked him up before now, this would probably be the perfect time to get him. Unfortunately, this is a gem spending reward event, so basically unless you have quite a lot of money to invest, you probably won't have a chance of getting him. But if you're anyone that's sort of stockpiled on your gems for a long time and, you know, has a ton to spend, now is the time to do it. But, you know, we've got the Lantern Dragon as the top prize for this event, but we also have the Sylvan Dragon as a reward for spending a certain amount of gems. How much is it? 1,700 gems. And then you'll get him as a reward as well. So if you're planning on going for the Lantern, you're basically guaranteed to get the Sylvan as well. He's basically just a collector's dragon. He's a rare, 61 base, not really something that you'd use in a team, of course. But, you know, might as well participate anyway, because if you spend up to a certain amount, you obviously get gems back as a reward as well. But only the top 5 people will actually get the Lantern. If you know, come 6th to 10th or 251 to 500, you'll get a certain amount of gems and other random rewards as a sort of, you know, compensation prize. But if you don't get the Lantern when you spend so much money, you know, rest in peace, my friend. You can see we already have 6 people that have spent enough to get the Sylvan, with someone already spending 2,100 gems. So, 2,100 gems, that is, that's quite a lot of money. That's quite a lot of money. But, you know, for people that love spending, now's your time to shine. You got your opportunity. Speaking of which, let's collect our own gems while we're here. Sounds pretty good. But, this is really interesting that they randomly decided to bring this event out now. Obviously, Saney would love to have some, you know, companions, some little frenzies to play with. I actually don't remember the last time he was available. Was it last January? Is that why they're bringing out the event? Because, obviously, we have the Archangel Dragon instead now? I actually don't know. But either way, you know, I find it pretty interesting that they've randomly brought that out. We got a piece for the Shuriken, but I don't want a piece for the Shuriken. I want Blazebird pieces. Why are you doing me like this, game? Why are you doing me dirty like this? Come on, give me an actual crit on this 25%. There we go, 1,600. You go, Striker. You wreck those fools in that castle. Teach him who's boss. You know, my luck with this crit stuff is really bad, by the way. There we go, we actually got 2. That's actually not too shabby at all. The enemy clan has like 2,000 times our score, so we won't be beating them. We're getting the first prize this time around. Hopefully next time it gives us an easier clan to face off against. Look, I know my clan is full, but that doesn't mean you need to put us against, like, the hardest people in the world to beat. And by that I mean, please don't do that. I'm begging you. I'm begging. But I've been trying to get this new mic sorted and stuff like that. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to take out some of the background noise and other stuff is if I use some weird programs, and it was confusing and I gave up basically. So I'm sorry, I tried to fix it all and then I got too frustrated and it wasn't working the way I planned. So instead we're just going to make do with it as it is normally for now. And you know, it shouldn't be too bad still, it's just so annoying trying to deal with it this afternoon, so we'll do that another day. I did finally get all the packages that I was due to get, So now I can actually live stream if I want to. Isn't that good news? So I am looking to live stream tomorrow. So it is currently 5 PM for me. So we'll say like, I don't know, like 18 hours from now is when I plan on live streaming, roughly. I know that's not really official, but you know, I'll do what I always do with live streams. I'll send out a quick notification and probably post it in the community section on my channel. So, you know, you'll always know when I plan on going live, but maybe you won't get like too much notice. But I am interested to try and, you know, try this setup just in general because I haven't tried it yet. You know, I've got my other monitor, I've got a new mic, I've got a new desk. It's exciting times. And I did post about this as well, but Andy, 1/4 of a level up away from level 80. So as soon as we get another 1.6 million food, Andy is getting to max level. I'm super excited. I am super duper excited to actually, you know, have a chance to do that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, Andy doesn't struggle with any map fights anymore. Like, this mini fight here, watch what happens. If we take Andy into this fight, even without training, without Striker, we almost one-shot him. Like, how good is that? That's fantastic. Like, who needs training when you've got Andy as he is, you know? Who needs that? Who needs that garbage? But, you know, a lot of people would be saying, well, how do we get some extra gems and that, you know, during this Lantern Dragon event? And the thing that I say to you is, don't even bother. Because, you know, the amount that you'd have to spend is just not worth it. You know, the few amount of gems that you can collect from petting and, you know, doing the dungeon and all that boring stuff every day, that's not going to give you anywhere near enough gems to even compete in this event. And again, I say event in big air quotes because, let's be honest, it's not really an event. It's more just a deal. or like, you know how they do deals in the shop where you pay a certain amount for a dragon? I more or less see these as the exact same situation as shop dragons. It's just, I guess it's kind of competitive because it depends on how much money the other people have spent. So, I'd say it's worse than having a shop dragon deal, if anything. I'm not a big fan of gem spending events at all because, I mean, they're fun for the 5 richest people on the server, and that's it, you know. It's not like it's a skill thing, it's not like it's interactive or anything like that. It's just sort of, if you have a lot of money to spend, go spend it right now and get a free dragon out of it, basically. Well, you know, to the people that spend thousands of gems in their DML anyway, every day, you know, they're gonna be super happy. They get free stuff, basically. And you gotta remember, there are people that pay, there are people that don't pay. So, you know, you gotta include everyone. Even if it kinda completely sucks for people that don't want to spend money. You know, at the end of the day, you're making someone else happy. So, just think about it like that, and then maybe it won't suck too bad. And speaking of which, I think there's another promotion on. Yeah, there's still the promotion on for the Perfume Dragon, if you haven't seen it quite yet. So, it's a Grand Dukes pack, £21, which I think is very expensive. But it is for this Perfume Dragon here. And does anyone know why this Perfume Dragon is always a super expensive, like, purchase-only dragon? It's really weird. Every time it's been available, it's been a pretty expensive deal in the shop. I get there's like some dragons that they want to keep sort of shop purchase only, like the Ares dragon that we've got here that we can't get, like the Planet Dragon that's £83, which is insanely expensive. But I don't know, I just wish that, you know, considering how many Christmas events and that we've had, that, you know, we can just get some regular breedables at some point as well. And, you know, I have been doing some of this art stuff on my island, you know. This is what it looks like in the flesh, if you haven't seen any of the other videos that I've been doing just for fun. You know, some of this is kind of fun stuff, you know. Like, look at that. I think it looks pretty cool, and it looks better than just leaving a blank space on a bunch of islands. So that's just me. I'm not sure what this garbage is, by the way. This tile is floating in midair. Like, it's going over the runic river here. Let's call that the runic river, shall we? Don't ask me why, that's just sort of the game bugging out, I guess. But, I don't know what else I'm going to do on my islands. I did move everything around, so now we've got all of our plant dragons on here, or plant habitats. All of our metal habitats here. Got all of our fire habitats here. You know, wind and water and earth over there. So it's just a little bit cleaner than it was before. Still need to fix some stuff up though, obviously, but you know, we'll get to that eventually. I still don't know what I'm going to do with all this random event junk, like glowing stump, trainer's monument, Galgamor's blade, antler gate. This is like the biggest mess of garbage I've ever put on my islands. Like, look at it, it's just like, you know, where am I going to put the emblem? I'm like, I'll just stick it over here with the rest of the event stuff. That is basically what's happened. And by the way, does anyone have any idea how to turn off the sounds from these stupid clan dragons battling it out all the time? Because every single time this notification comes on, or like the sound from when they attack each other, it annoys me to absolutely no end. Am I the only one? I may be just being pedantic, but it's actually so annoying. It's like I'll be looking at something over here, like looking at a dragon, and I'll just hear that noise. I will hear that loud noise of him attacking again. You know, just stop it, Mr. Chip. Stop it. But that was kind of me going a little bit off track there. But like I said, as long as you're aware that the event's on, so if you do have any gems to spend, or you plan on purchasing something like a portal upgrade, do it now, because you're going to get your gems back. Never a bad idea to spend your gems during gem spending events. Just don't expect to get your hands on the lantern dragon. There we go, another person spent a ton more gems to get up here. I mean, it's probably going to get up to like 6,000 by the end of this event, knowing most people. But anyway, for now, you know, enjoy yourself, and, you know, if you're trying to take part in the Posh Dragon event, best of luck. We are actually at 169 by accident. So we've actually gotten to quite a decent ranking. Obviously, we cannot compare to the top guys here, but that's surprising how high up we are on this leaderboard here for this week. But anyways, like I said, thank you very much for joining me today, and until next time, I will see you then.